Hello, this is Calvin. I want to welcome you to this exhilarating presentation on hotel and restaurant management system that I just developed the other day. So here is the login form. So you need to put in your password. Okay, admin, that is the username, and then you put in the password. That is admin 2. Yes, then you log in. Then login successful. So this is the dashboard of this particular restaurant and retail management system. So here you are able to see that we have various buttons. Here we have food order management. Then we have room management. Then we have view lists. Then we have settings. Then reports. Then we have stock management. Then profit and loss. Then we have some statistics down there. So let me take you very fast through each and every section. So we have here you will be able to add employees. That data on employee information is very crucial when it comes to using this particular system in some modules. So you will add an employee. So for example, you may have uh, Ojoma, David Ojoma. So the role of the employee, you want that person to be chief chef. Okay, then you submit. So we have already added that employee. So that is how you'll be adding those employees. Remember, you are able also to you can edit or you can update that employee. So, like for example, that employee is 17. You can see all the information has already arrived here, so you'll be able to change any detail that you want to change. Okay, so you can also delete altogether. Okay, so close the form. So we can also add food. Remember, this is a restaurant, and restaurant is the basic or the main item is food and beverages. So you need to add all the foods that you provide into this particular system. So you may add, for example, you may add, for example, a drink like guarana. You can may add drinks, foods that you are providing. Okay, then the price that one we can okay 200 shillings. Then you submit. Okay, so we have added. So that's how you'll be adding all your foods that you provide in this particular hotel or restaurant. So remember the one we just added is 43, so you can edit as well. So you can see you can edit the name and everything. Okay, you can as well delete it out of the database. So let us close that form. So that's the form that you'll be using to add all your foods and all the drinks that you provide in your restaurant. Okay. Okay. So now let us look at because now you've added employees, you've added all the foods and drinks that you provide in your restaurant. You're able to now approve. You can approve because now when a customer comes, you'll be able to approve, and you'll be able to give foods or drinks depending on the order. So let's say a customer arrives, and now you the customer want to take, for example, chicken. So this is one of the foods, and the code number is what you put here, and then the food details will come across. So then how many people are there? One person, and then you also order ugali, order code 7. Then how many people? One person. Then you also order the 40, which is milk, one person. So you can order as many as possible in this particular order. Maybe he's ordering also uh, 35 gin, okay, one person. So let's say this customer is ordering all this and then he's going to pay through cash. You can pay through M-Pesa as well. Let's say he's paying through cash. Then this is the amount to pay for all these items, all those food items. Then he's paying, let's say for example, he's paying 1,000. Okay, so he's being served by that person who is the manager, and then this person here who is let me put Shelambu, okay, waiter. Then you submit that particular order. You approve. So do you wish to approve this order? Yes. So the order is already approved. Okay. But now order approved, then you need to say okay. So you can see change is 435 because this person paid for 565, but the amount that he gives is 1,000, so the change is 435. Okay, so that is change. So then you can also print the receipt. At the same time, you can print the receipt. So let us print the receipt. So you're able to see this very nice receipt. This now let me zoom it in so that we're able to see it well. So this is the receipt. You're able to see all the items there, all the items that were ordered by this person. The change is 435, paid 1,000, served by that person. Okay, so very nice receipt. So you can print that receipt as well. Okay, so uh, that's how you'll make those orders. That's how you'll approve those orders and yeah, and print the receipt. So this one is a very good point of sale where you'll be able to even calculate the change automatically there, print the receipt automatically, and so on. So here you can view food lists so that you may be able to grasp the codes very fast. So remember, it is the code of the food that you're putting. For example, for this food here, for example, look at this food drink Atlas 10. You simply put 17. You simply put 17, then Atlas 10, which is one of the drinks appears there. Then you approve the order. Okay, let's say one person. Okay, then this person here is taking 18, which is 330 mil summit mark. It's another two people. Okay, let's say only those two is being ordered, so they are paying through M-Pesa. So the amount to pay is 750. Okay, then served by Jefferson Mwangi, who is the cashier. Then Joshua Mutula, who is the chief chef. Then you simply submit that particular order. So when you submit that particular order, you're able to see that now all that detail has been submitted, and then now the order has been approved. So what you do, the change is zero because it's paying through M-Pesa. Okay, so now you are able to print that receipt. So when you print that receipt, the receipt will be very nice. You can see they ordered only two drinks, and that's how the receipt will be generated. So that's how you'll be approving this order from this point of sale module. Okay, so let us close this form. So there's also a room management. Here you'll be able to have customers in to the rooms and out of the rooms. So when a customer or when a guest arrives, he wants a room, so he'll be able to go to check in. Then the registration number of this guest is automatically here. Then the name is Nadina Kaluki. Then ID number, okay, mobile number, just for demonstration. Okay, then physical address, Dodoma. Then now the check-in date is already automatically here. The check-in time is automatically given there. Number of adults, there are two. So number of days and nights, they are taking only one day and one night. Okay, then the room name or room number, these are the rooms. The room, let's say, is taking room 8. Okay, so when you say room 8, you'll see that the details of room 8 already appeared here. Double charges per night, charges per day, then there's the total to pay. Then now you will be able to say it's paying through cash. Okay, yes, paid through cash. So now you will be able to submit this particular data. But here you can also check the rooms. You can easily check the rooms to know which room is empty and which one is occupied. So like we have given room 8, room 8 is actually empty. So this one will give you room status so that you will be able to know which room is free to use. So it's paying through cash, so we are able to submit that data. So that data will be submitted, check-in data submitted successfully. So okay, so that's how you'll be checking in the guest. Okay, so you can also update any check-in information. Okay, so you just put, like, for example, this check-in information is checking count 12. So when you put 12 there, everything is coming. Nadina Kaluki, everything has come. So you can update anything, any detail here. Okay, and you can see we have the list of checking in details here. Okay, So that is very good. So that's checking in. Then check out is where the guest is now leaving the room, and therefore is because they're leaving the premises, you're able to check them out. So you simply put the you will put the registration number of that one. So 14. Uh-huh. So let's say this the person, and the other one which okay it was 12. So let us have 12, 12, 12. Uh, who is not Nakaluki, okay? So now we want to check this person out of the room. So you simply will have to uh, click check out. After all the information has come here, you simply click check out. So when you click check out, are you sure you wish to check out this customer? Yes. So when you say yes, the customer is checked out and that room is now empty. Okay. So that room 8 will now be empty. When we go back to room 8, for example, when you look at check-in, then you check the rooms. Room 8, you'll see room 8 is now empty. It is now empty because now the customers just left that particular room. So, okay. So that's how you check in and you check out. So here we have view lists. You're able to view lists. You're able to view lists of the employees. So this one will give you the list of all the employees as you're able to see. Okay, we close that. This one is giving you the view on the list of rooms that you have. You can print the list of rooms in your premises. You can also have menu of food items that you have. This one is the menu. Very nice. You can print that as well. Then orders, list of orders that has happened. Okay. Then you can also view lists. These are just lists, check-in lists, how people have booked rooms in your hotel. Okay, that is the list. Then you opening balance, the stock. Okay, these are the stock. The opening balance was given there, but we have not looked at the stock management. Then item list will give you all the items that you have, the stock items that you have. Okay, close that one. So this is just how where you are able to view lists. Then we have settings. Here in the settings, you'll be able to change the currency because now because it will depend with the countries. So when you're in Kenya, you will put here Kenya shillings, Uganda shillings, and so on. Dollar. So any currency you are able to put there, and then it will pick up. So you put the symbol, currency symbol. Then the percentage tax that is given, you'll be able to put here. Then that one will be added automatically on what the customer will be paying. Okay. So this one is where you are setting the currency and tax. Then you can also reset password of your system. So when you reset the password of your system, you'll be able to change them automatically. They will be able to change, and the system will pick up with that. Then you can also change hotel details. Before you change the hotel details, you are given the authority to do that, so that you are able to be licensed for this particular system. So you put in the username. After putting the username, you put in the password for that one. After putting the password, you will be able to log in, and now you are able to change the details of your hotel. Okay, that's how you'll be changing the details of your hotel. Then there is also before you come to generation of reports, there's also stock management. This is where you'll be adding stock items. You'll be adding opening stock. You will be able to add stock in, stock out, and you can delete all the stock items. So here you manage stock. It will track the number of items or the number per item that's remaining and that is moving out and so on. So you'll be able to know when to add stock and when not to add. So when you look at this stock management, there's this button add stock item. So you'll be adding stock items that you deal with. So for example, you may add a stock item like 500 mil, 500 mil Coca-Cola, Fanta, that's a drink. That's a drink. That's a drink. So you can add that one. Units, maybe in bottles. Supplier, maybe okay. K bottlers. I meant K bottlers. K bottlers. So that is your customers. The supplier. Okay. Supplier phone. Okay. For example, reorder point, we want to make order when the number reaches 50. So when the stock remaining on this particular stock item is 50, when the stock remaining is we are having 50 bottles, then we are supposed to be ordering afresh. Okay, so we save that particular stock item. So we'll be tracking how many are remaining, how many have been used, and so on. So that's how you'll be adding your stock items. So you'll add all your items that you want to track. Okay. So close that one. Then we have opening balances. So you need to put the opening balance of each and every stock when you are starting to use this particular system. For example, you have 500 ml Fanta, which is there. All the details have come. So your opening balance, you can say already there are 30 bottles. Okay. Then you update the opening balance. So that has already updated the opening balance when you're starting to use this particular system. So it will start with that 30 as you move onwards. So then stock in. Stock in will capture all the items that you are bringing in. So for example, you are bringing in Guinness, uh, this is the stock in at this moment. This is the amount which is there. So the stock in the latest that you are bringing in, let's say you are bringing 15, okay, 15 bottles of Guinness, then you need just to save that one. So you've added 15 bottles. So even when you come back and check for that particular item, it will be 115. When you check Guinness now, you can see 115 here because they were 100, but you added 15. So that is how you put in stock in. The stock out when the item is moving out. For example, Guinness we are removing three. So three bottles have gone out maybe to customers. So now that is the amount that we have removed. So you will be able to put in stock out like that. So it will actually be captured into the system. And now because the stock in for Guinness was 115 and you moved free and so on, it will be giving you the balance and so on. So that is how the stock management will be done on that end. So let us come uh, to reports here. In under reports, you'll be able to check in. You'll be able to give check-in reports. Check-in reports. The guests who are getting into the rooms and booking rooms and spending in those rooms, you'll be able to have all the reports, payment and so on by M-Pesa, by dates, by card, and then view. You're able to see this form here for checking reports. So this is the check-in report form. This is the form where you'll generate all the reports for checking in. So you may want to know how the checking in has been doing between two dates. So if you want to look at daily reports, so let's say on this date here, on this date, 2022, the same date, we want to see what is happening on checking on this date. So on 5th December. So starting and ended, this means daily. So on a day, if you want to do it daily, you simply put the date, the same date in the two boxes. Then you generate. So it will generate for you the check-in report on that date. So you're able to see the date here. So this is a check-in report on 5th December. So you'll be able to see how the checking in has happened on 5th. So apart from that one, you're able to see here you can calculate the total collection on that particular date on the checking in. So the collection is 69,200 on 5th. As you're able to see here, the amounts which were paid, you're able to see here total bill 30,000 because the days were many. You can see so 30,000, 4,000, then 30, then 4,600. So that one will total to 69,200. So that's amount that was generated on that day. Okay. So that is for that day. So you can also check between two dates. Let's say 8. So from 5th to 8, how was 8? Okay, you're able to see it's generating. So it has generated between the date 5th and 8th. So you can see only 5th and 8th appearing here. So this is the report for 5th up to 8th between the two dates. So you're able to also calculate total collection as you're able to see. So apart from calculation of the total collection, you're able also to print the report. So you can print the report as well. So when you click print the report, you are able to see this very nice report generated. So you can print it and then keep it as a record. So let's go back there. So then you're able to see that you can also check in, uh, giving reports of check-in based on the dates and the mode of payment on that date and the room using this mode of payment and using this particular date. So let's say here you can refresh to see everything now on check-in. These are the full data which we are able to filter. So let's say we want to see by M-Pesa, payment by M-Pesa. Generally, we are going to have this one. So you can see these are payments. These are only details for payment using M-Pesa. As you can see over here, this M-Pesa here. So these are the payments on M-Pesa. Supposing we want to know payment by cash, generally payment by cash, then we generate. So this one is by cash. So you can see by cash, it's quite a number. Quite a number. So let's see payment by cash on for example 11th. On 11th, you want to know on 11th how was payment by cash, uh, how was it on that particular date. So on this 11th, we want to see how cash was done. So you click this, so you can see this is how it has generated it. So cash payment on date 11, yes, cash payment on date 11. So you can see how much was it. It is here. Then you can also print the report. Let's say you want to filter by room 4. Let's say room 4. You want to know this room 4, uh, how much cash and how much was it on this particular date. So we are combining all these three criteria into one. So we click this, so it will filter it further into now room. Okay, you can see only room 4 is left here. So that means we want to see how room 4 has done over the cash on this particular date. So you can see the total collection here, 7,000. So room 4 has generated 7,000. As you're able to see a total bill 3535. So room 4 has generated 7,000 on this date on cash. What about room 4 on M-Pesa on this date? So you can also click this to check on M-Pesa how was okay room 4 on this date there wasn't any M-Pesa payment. Okay, so you can change the room. If you change to room 2, so that you're able to see how room 2 did on M-Pesa and on this date, you will be able to see the generated report. So room 2 as well on this date, there wasn't room 2, let's say on 14th. So on 14th as well, there's no room. If you refresh, you can see 14th. On 14th here, we don't have any room 2. Okay, there's no date 14th. So let us see on 18th. On 18th, or let's say on 5th. Okay, 5th, I can see on 5th there is a 5th there. So 5th, room 2, was there room 2 on 5th? There was a room 2 on 5th, and now room 2 over the M-Pesa, and we are able to see that room 2 only M-Pesa payments 2 of them, and the total is 60,000. You can check that one, 60,000. Then you can print that report. So it can generate any report based on the date. So you can generate daily report, weekly report, monthly report, yearly report. So for monthly report, just put the date for at the start of the month and the date at the end of the month. For yearly, date at the start of the year, date at the end of the year. For daily, date at the start of the same date here, the same date here. Then you can generate anything that you want. Let's cancel that one. So that's check-in report. Um, there's also food order reports. Okay, so you want to know how food was being ordered, daily payments through M-Pesa, and how that one is performing on food. So let's say you want to know how much was there on 14th 2022, up to maybe 15th. Let's see 14th only. We want to see daily. So 14th, 2022. We want to see how food was ordered on that day, food and drinks. So you're able to see that that is how food was ordered on that day. Details here. Okay. So that is how it was ordered. Let's say on 15th. On 15th. So from 14th to 15th, how was it? So you can see the list has grown for 14 to 15. That is how it was. And these are the amounts which were paid for those orders. So you can as well calculate the total. So calculate the total and see this is the total for collection on 14th and 15th. And these are the items. So what about up to 16th? Up to 16th, you'll be able to see that we are generating. The list is growing long. Okay, that one, how much was it? 15906, depending on these amounts when you add them up. So you can print this particular report for those 2 dates. So when we zoom in, you're able to see from 14th December to 16th December. And this is the total collection on those between these 2 dates. And you can see these are the details of the orders. Okay, those are the details. So this is the order report between those 2 dates, which you can as well print if you want. You can print. So okay, that is the order report between 2 dates. So you can generate daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. So let's see the order reports based on a date. So let's say we want to look at a date 15 2022. We want to see on that date how many gets paid through M-Pesa and how was M-Pesa doing on that day, cash and so on. So let's see M-Pesa on this date you generate. So you can see on this date 15, you're able to see that now we have uh, we have uh, we have only two M-Pesa payments, only two on this particular date, only two, this one and this one, and you can calculate the total for those two. You can see this is the total for those two, and if you add this one, you'll find it is this. So let's see by cash. So by cash, you are able to see by cash also in this day, you are able to see the total for cash was only that one if you add these two. So you can get the report based on the day, on the dates and the mode of payment, or the mode of payment generally. So that is the report. So this one will give you any sort of report that you will need. You can as well print the report. So that is how you check the check-in reports and food order reports. Then you can also look at the stock status report. This is where you will know how much of your items, bottles, and so on are remaining on the shelf. So you'll be able to see that now you have these are the stock items that you placed. Okay, like this one had reached the order limits, so it's telling you that you need to place an order because 30 is it has already passed the order the reorder level. Okay, Guinness we have 127 still remaining on the shelf. 500 ml Coke, how many bottles? 70 bottles still remaining, but the system is saying place an order because it has surpassed the reorder level. These are the ones are the balances of those items remaining. Okay, you may also track even sugar, rice, maize, and so on. You can track anything that you are dealing with in that particular restaurant and hotel. So that's the stock status report. Okay, so now we have profit and loss statements. Here you are able to see how your business is doing in terms of profit and losses. So you will be able to have the entries here. Then you can see when you click this one, you're able to see this the profit uh, that we are having as at now. So you can close this one. You can as well generate the statement, the profit and loss statement. You can see how nice it is. This is the profit and loss statement. So when you look at it well, this is the profit made, which is 16% of the sales. So everything is here. Everything is here. You're able to look at food and drinks, other assets. These are the amounts we got. Cost of goods sold. These are the amount of for the cost for the goods which you have sold, the cost of that. So now you have some items here: salaries, hourly, payroll, tax, benefits, and so on. Those are labor costs. You will have them in your restaurant. You have prime costs is also there. Operating costs. These are the repair, maintenance, administrative costs like phone calls and so on, ICT, point of sale software, and so on, and any other operating costs that you may have in your restaurant. Then you will also have occupancy expenses, like for example, rent, property, insurance, real estate tax, utilities, and so on. Utilities involve things like electricity bill, water bills, and so on. So you'll have them there. Then the depreciation value lost, you can put, if any, you will put it there. Then the system will calculate everything automatically, giving you your profit or loss for that year or for that period. So now you also have help. This is where you will have the customer care. Okay, then you will also exit through here. But when you look at this point here, you have some few details of statistics. This is where you keep on tracking the numbers of employees, the rooms available, the menu items, how many are they, the orders which have been made, checking in numbers, and so on. Then you can even view that one in terms of graphs. You can see this is the graph in terms of that employee, rooms, menu, orders, and check-in. So you will be able to see that orders for food is higher than room bookings and so on. So you can make decisions from that point of view. So colleagues, this is very, very interesting system that you are able to use when you are an hotel or restaurant manager. You're able to use this particular system. Very good and very nice. So up to there, I want to wish you well. I want to wish you well.